These wrought iron hand-forged anchors are at least 200 years old and were mainly recovered from the treacherous Goodwin Sands off the coast at Ramsgate. They then resided in the overgrown gardens of Charles Dickens' bleak house at Broadstairs until being brought to the pilot to form this memorial. These incredible anchors here. Now this memorial is in memory of the tens of thousands of people who have drowned in the treacherous waters of the English Channel. Well, a big hello everybody and welcome back to a very windy day here at Dungeness in Kent. Now just behind me is the historical Pilot Inn, and there's been an inn on that site since 1633. The original was built from the timbers of a sunken Spanish galleon just off the coast here. Now we're going to be exploring Dungeness in this video and Lydd on Sea, and we'll be heading down to Dungeness Lighthouse. So enjoy the video everybody. Here we go. Now this shingle beach is actually one of the largest beaches of shingle in Europe, and it certainly stretches for miles. Jana's trying to navigate it with flip-flops on. She's getting a few pounds. There she is, everyone. Struggling with her flip-flops. Now in front of Jana, in the distance, that's Dungeness Power Station, and to the left is the old lighthouse down here on Dungeness, and we're going to be heading up in that direction, everyone, and hopefully learn a little bit about the history of that iconic landmark here in Dungeness, Kent. Okay.
Steven's going to try and run down. Yeah, go! Hard?
Yeah, it's hard.
Down.
Yeah. Hey? Looks abandoned. It does look abandoned, to be honest with you, doesn't it? Yeah, it does say Keyport, yeah. Oh yeah. Still covered, yeah? Huh.
Show.
Yeah. Abandoned boat, everybody. Down here on Dungeness. Well, there's the first of our lighthouses which we're visiting here in Dungeness, everybody. This is the new lighthouse, and shortly we'll be heading towards the old one. these lighthouses today would be fully automated, so there'll be no need for someone to live in them anymore. And Jana and I, well, we're not too far from the old lighthouse. It's actually in this direction, so it's actually just behind us. If I can catch it in the camera, I think could be where the sun is. Yeah, well, it's behind us somewhere. I can't actually. Oh, I think I can see it. There we go. Somewhere behind us, anyway. But there we go, everybody. There's that incredible lighthouse there. Okay everyone, we are just coming up to our second and last lighthouse. Now this is Dungeness Old Lighthouse. Through the centuries, Dungeness Point, with its vast treacherous expanse of sand and shingle, was a feared and notorious hazard for mariners. Originally, simple fires were the only means of warning sailors of the dangers. The first beacon gave way to a proper lighthouse during the reign of James I in 1615. As the sea retreated, this had to be replaced in 1635 by a new lighthouse nearer to the water's edge. As more shingle was thrown up, a new, more up-to-date lighthouse was built closer to the sea in 1792. The present old lighthouse is the fourth to be built on this site, and at 143 feet high, is one of the highest in the UK. Building commenced in 1901 and the lighthouse was operational between 1904 and 1960. The top lantern room, with its slate floor and steel roof, houses the massive circular lens, weighing 2 tons, which used to float on a mercury base. Visitors climbing the 169 steps to the top can see the magnificent panorama of Romney Marsh. Dungeness reminds me of 30 Days of Night, like a little village straight out of a Stephen King novel. It's dark, a lot of the houses here are quite bleak. Vast amounts of space in between them all. Not the sort of place you want to be walking after you've read Stephen King's Salem's Lot. Kind of reminds me a little of that village in that novel, actually. Oh, look at this house coming up now. I can imagine it's very beautiful inside, but outside of it, kind of a little bit spooky. Perhaps there's a coven of vampires living here, Jana. What do you reckon?
Vampires aren't real.
Okay everyone, a big thank you for joining us. Bye for now.
Lonely boat on cold still water, locked in tower, only daughter, lock the doors that want to open, a pool of tears remain. Walking in the shadows, landscape from the things I want to escape. stillness over the water. The traumatized, heavy water.